Hi everyone, welcome in. Hi everyone, welcome. Hi Go Beauty. How are you today, Beauty? Welcome in everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day or has had a wonderful day. So welcome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Come on in. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way. Thank you so very much. Gratitude to all of you guys. Gratitude. Gratitude. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way in. I'm really excited to piggyback off of what we left off yesterday, dealing with chaotic family members. But today, you seen the thumbnail is titled, it was somebody's on my thing. Okay, the thumbnail today is titled, Why Do I Show Up for Women Who Are Still Healing? Very interesting question. Can't wait to jump right on into that. So let's see who's in the chat with us today. Hi, Iman. Hi, Iman. Welcome, Iman. Thank you so much for chiming in. I just hope that that January Christina joined us today. I looked for her information on the post on the community page. I did not see it. She did not email. So, guys, I pray that Christina is okay. I pray that this was a real live communication that we was having with Christina on yesterday. So, Christina, if you are chiming in with us today, Go Beauty is in the chat. Drop your phone number so that we can reach out to you. We want to do a private Zoom meeting with you so that we can really just support you and what you are feeling and what you are going through. We want you to know as a community that you are not alone. So if you are going to join us today, Christina, please leave your information with Gold Boutique so that we can reach out to you and that we can have a private, secure Zoom meeting. So if you want to keep it personal and not really just put all your information and your personal business out there, we want to create a space for you to feel safe, to feel heard, and to feel supported. So that's why I wanted to do and continue rather this live dealing with why I show up for women who are still hurting. So guys, if you're coming in again, please support the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like it, double tap the screen to show your girls some love. We are really working really hard. And we are really trying to be consistent in bringing you good tutorials, well, not tutorial, but good topics to talk about so we can just really demonstrate what our intentions are here on Glow Up with the Goddess of Color. So guys, yeah, let's see who's in the chat, see what you got to say. Where you from? Drop it in the chat so that we can shout you out and all of that good stuff. So let's see where everybody is tapping in from. Let me see. How are you? Kumar, how are you? Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in. Bless you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I'm doing wonderful. I hope you are doing wonderful as well. I just gotten back. I'm a little hoarse. So I took my daughter to the community pool about an hour ago. So I had to come home and try to freshen up and pull myself together because I got wet at the pool and wanted to give her some, some quality time and all that stuff. But guys, yeah, let's get right into it. I hope that this subject matter really resonate with someone, that whoever is going to chime in with us tonight, that this topic message resonate with you, that it is helpful, that we can share some things with you, some tools and techniques. And the reason why I wanted to continue this because we were really having a really good dialogue yesterday about chaotic family members, what tools and techniques you do, how to really just to protect your energy and how did you protect your peace, your peace of mind, first of all, when you're dealing with chaotic family members and chaotic friends, and just navigating, you know what I'm saying, and pivoting through those type of situation when they come abreast, and just be able to keep a sound mind, right? So I want to continue that. But yeah, thank you, BT, for chiming in again, for moderating. Thank you so much. Let's send some energy out there and try to pull in Christina. I hope she is watching, and that she can chime in and she can give us an update on her situation. And the reason why I wanted to do a personal with her, like I said, I know that a lot of people be capping, just going to keep it 100, right? I know a lot of people, you know, they find different platforms, and some of them are bots. Neither of them come in with the right intentions, and some just really get into your live or to your stream, and they really just play and try to pull on a heartstring of people, and for whatever reason. But I really did feel yesterday that she was a real person, because she offered, you know, to leave her personal information in the live, which I really did want her to do. But I know, and I can't take it lightly, that there are people out there that would come in, there are bots that would come in and play on the emotions of people, you know, and to get them, you know, all riled up. But I wanted to create this space for real women and men that, you know, are just looking for a community and a safe place where they can come, and we can share, we can talk. If you need, you know, upliftment, if you need empowerment or encouragement, or you just want us to you just want to share something with us politically, whatever is going on, it doesn't matter. We just want to build that authentic community. So guys, double tap the screen coming in. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get right into why your girls show up for women who are still hurting. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. If you got anything to say, go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. So we want to pay reference to you. We want to acknowledge you for coming in and sharing your time and your energy with us, right? So let's get right into who's in here. What's on y'all mind? I'm they're doing really well. Hi, Josiah. Hello, how are you? Thank you for chiming in, Josiah. My family is doing really, really, really well. As I said today, um, as I said, this lighting is so light. As I said today, I had a chance to take her to, we have a community pool in our HOA community. So I had a chance to spend some time with her, and take her swimming, and, you know, just play around. But everybody's doing really, really good. You tell, how's your family? Are your family doing okay? How's your family? How are you doing? What you got been up to today? Anything you want to share with the community before we jump into this topic? Anything you want to express? Anything in the news that you heard that you want to go ahead and express and share and get a conversation started? So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I see we have 5 people in the chat, but go ahead, guys, and double tap the screen and show your support. Thumbs up the video. Go ahead and thumb up the live. Show your support. You know how this YouTube, I have the algorithm stuff work. So the more people thumbs up the video, the more they'll push the content in the video out to more people so that it can be found. So, but yeah, my family is doing really, really well. Hope your family is doing well. Everybody is doing really, really well. No complaints here. But one of the reasons why, I'm on my mouth. It's a second, guy. Okay. One of the reasons why I show up for women who are still hurting or who are on their healing journey is because I remember the time when I was in that phase and I was on my healing journey, and I felt like I was so alone, guys. I didn't have a safe haven or a people or a family member like Christina yesterday who felt like they can talk to. I didn't have anyone like that, especially anyone that I could trust, because the reason why I was in this situation that I was in was because of family members. So of course I didn't feel like I had that safe haven or that safe place to go and to tell what was happening with me or what was happening to me. So I know how it feels, guys, to be out here all alone, and you feel like, people are going to be judgmental. Maybe they'll scrutinize you, or maybe they'll find some type of way to fault you and what you're going through or what's happening to you. So I've walked in that shoes. I walked through the fire where I felt so discouraged. I felt so unheard. I felt so unloved. And I just felt invisible. I feel like, if you've heard the phrase, I don't know, the cliche, if it don't kill you, it makes you stronger. That is that is such a lie. So I don't like the cliche when people say that, when you're going through turmoil or you're going through stuff for some type of reason, it's supposed to make you strong. No, that's not true, especially if it depends on what kind of situation it is. For my situation dealing with SA, no, it did not make me stronger. It made me weak. It made me vulnerable. It made me guarded. It made me not trust people. It made me question everything in my reality that I thought was real, right? That I thought was authentic, and that I thought that was trustworthy. So no, it does not make you strong. So that's why I show up for women who are still hurting, who are on a healing journey, because I've been there. I walked through that fire. I felt, that, you'll be okay, just, in time passing, you'll get over it, things of that nature. And that's so untrue. So I wanted to share my experience and what tools and techniques I use to help me to get through my healing journey. Because one of the most things for me that I think is a detriment to women, if is when you are going through something and you are walking through this hurt by yourself, and you feel isolated and alone. That's a vulnerable time for all types of things to play in your head, right? That's a time when all types of ideals, wrong ideals and thoughts and feelings and things can come in your head and really get you to thinking, maybe harming yourself, or doing something to yourself that you wouldn't otherwise do if you had the support. So I don't think it's for our benefits when we walk, through this journey by ourselves. You always need a good support team. It don't even have to be a lot of people. It can just be one person that's there to support you, to encourage you, motivate you, love you, and to just be there for you, whether it's just a listening ear or it's a shoulder to cry on. If we just had that one person that we trust, that is not going to run back and tell your secret. You're not going to run back in a conversation with other people and accidentally spill your information, in an open conversation with other people. So I get it when they say it's hard to trust people. I get it when they say, who can you trust? Who can you trust? Who can you tell your business to without them throwing it back in your face in an opportune time? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So you guys let me know. Let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced anything on your healing journey that was so detriment that you felt like, what the heck? Why am I even going through this? Why should I care? Nobody else care. So have you ever experienced a situation in your life where you felt so alone and you felt so unheard, you felt so unloved? So you guys drop that in the chat and share with us if you want, any experience or things that you've gone through that you felt like you didn't have the support that you needed, and what turned it around for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to share that with us, go ahead and share this with us. You too, Armand. Thank you. Thank you, Paul, for joining in. Paul Benham. What situation, Paul, have you want to share that with us? You want to share that with us, Paul? You can go ahead and share that with us. And I know it's just not indicative to women. I know men also go through things themselves and find themselves in situations as well. So, yeah, I get it. I get it. Thank you, Amon. I will. Thank you, Amon. Thank you so much for tapping in. You said you have. You're supposed to support yourself. Yeah, I do believe that you do supposed to support yourself. But what about those people, Armand, who find themselves who are needing that extra support? And sometimes, we don't have all the answers, to whatever situation we going through, and that's why we need the support, or we feel like we can pull on other people outside of our circumstances. They can come in and help us. So I do believe that, but sometimes depending on what vulnerable state you're in, sometimes you can't carry yourself along through that fire by yourself. It's just not possible, especially if you're coming from an area or you're coming through childhood trauma where maybe you've had really bad childhood trauma, maybe SA. So sometimes we can't pull our own self through that fire. We need somebody to help us through that. In my experience, I know if I could have done it all on my own by myself, I would have, but I couldn't do that by myself. Yeah, yeah. I know that's hard. That's hard for some people to understand, especially if you're a woman. I think it's easy sometimes for men to maybe be able to support themselves because they are taught, to be leaders. They are taught to be strong. They are taught to be warriors. They are taught to be, you don't wear your feelings and your emotions on your shoulders. You're a man, man up, suck it up or whatever. So I don't think men show their vulnerability as much as women do, because that's just not how men. I have five brothers, and that's just not how they were taught. They weren't taught, it's not okay for for men to be expressive or to show their emotions, and they had a lot of those insecurities or a lot of those problems because they have been taught, that's not what men do. Man up. That's what they. That's what I've heard. Them say. I've been around men my whole entire life. I have again four brothers, so I know the stigma that that they face or they carry of being strong and not showing your feelings and all that type of stuff. So yeah, what are you saying? Transformers Talk Raw. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Transformers Talk Raw. God bless you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're coming in for the first time, Transformer, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Amon, thumb up the video. Go BT. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. It helps out the algorithm and all that good stuff. So today I wanted to touch bases and pick up on what we left off yesterday. We were talking to one of the community members who was having some issues, and we really wanted to make sure you're safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Make sure that you're safe. Um, but and again, that's our first course response, and make sure we're okay, make sure our environment is protected and all of that. But I really want to tap into how do you create that environment when the environment is why you are in the situation that you are in. You know what I'm saying? And again, when you are in a situation, especially just speaking from a woman's perspective, how do you do that? How do you create that environment of safety when the environment you in are the reason why you are feeling, unsafe, and you are feeling uh, um, you are being hurt in the environment. So how do you create that environment when the environment is what's causing the toxicity or the hurt or whatever it is that you're going through on your journey? When you get hurt, somebody can protect you. Yeah, somebody can protect you, but in this situation, we want to know who do you go to for protection? Who do you go to? Who do you reach out to? Who do you know? Because sometimes people don't even know who to trust to reach out, for that type of help or for that type of support. So when you're in this situation, Amon, and you don't know who to trust and you don't know who that you can go to. So what other recourse would they have to? And that's what we was trying to share with Christina yesterday when she said that she didn't have anyone to go to and she didn't have a safe haven and she did not have anybody that she felt that she could trust or that she could reach out to, and that she, trust an adult. I agree. Trusting the door. I think that's the first thing that we tell our children. When someone is hurting you, or you feeling threatened by someone, to reach out to an adult, to reach out to someone in law enforcement and all that stuff. All of that is really, really, really good advice. I really want to share this, to have this open dialogue, because I wanted to make sure that we are able to share our stories, that we don't feel isolated on this journey, that we feel like, that we are not just tossed aside, thrown away, that we really do have a safe haven and a safe place for anyone of any age to come and be able to share, to talk to, and feel heard and listened to. So we really want to create this. So what do you guys think about when you are in a situation or you're on your healing journey? What are some tools and techniques that you think you can offer others when they can't go to a family member, when they can't go to an adult, when they can't go to a teacher? What do you do when you feel stuck? I mean, sometimes I've come across people when they absolutely, like Christina yesterday, feel absolutely stuck. So I don't think we can minimize that point, that some people, depending on what situation, and they're, especially if they're in an abusive situation, that sometimes those women feel trapped. They feel like they don't have outlet, or they don't have an escape route to take. So what do we provide, or how can we help those who don't have an adult that they can talk to? And you got to remember, some of these people are adults themselves. Now, everybody's not, going to be, children or teenagers or whatever. Some of these people, especially the one in my situation only, that I've come across, are adult women. And it's not isolated incidents that has happened. I come across people all the time that are in situations still to this present day, and they're trying to figure out how to escape. They're trying to figure out where they can go. They're trying to make an escape plan. They're trying to, make sure this is secure, their finances or their living situation. Sometimes people just stay in the situation because they don't have an escape plan, so they don't have an outlet or another place they can go to. You know what I'm saying? Glasses. Hey, what's up to you? Welcome in. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oakland Local. Welcome, 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 welcome. What's up with you? What's going on? Yeah, I agree, but I agree with that call for help. Um, Reach out to your local authority. There are different transition homes and places. There's a lot of places you can go to for help, but until you are able to secure that place, until you're able to get to that point, what do you do? So again, my reason for sharing this topic and wanting to discuss this topic is because I know how hard it is. I know how isolated it can feel. I know how alone women can feel, that how they can feel stuck, and how lonely and how devastated it can be on your journey when you don't have a people that you feel like that you can trust, that's going to be there for you, that's not going to judge you. And I want to create this topic because I want other women who are on a healing journey to know that they are not alone, that they are being heard, that they are being validated. Because it's more people than you realize that are in hurting situation that feel hopeless. I'm telling you, I come across it all the time. So that's one of the reasons why I keep doing this, because eventually someone is going to tap in like Christina did yesterday, who really is looking for people to talk to, people, to give them advice, or people, they can hear them or can share tools and techniques, other places that they can go to or reach out to for help. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why that I keep doing it. I know yesterday we had a whole lot of people in the chat, over 139 to begin with, and I know a lot of people that was tapping in, and the subject title was really really good, and that's why I wanted to keep to piggyback, because Christina just popped up out of nowhere, and I know if that was just that one person that popped up out of nowhere, you know how many other people that are probably just like her, and they don't feel like they have a place, or they don't feel like they have a voice, or they don't feel like, I don't know you from Adam, so why should I tap in and trust you in my situation? And that's what we're trying to create over here. We're trying to create that environment and that authenticity, so when people do just so happen to come across the station or the platform, they can feel that real, genuine, authentic energy. And maybe they'll be able to, want to open up and to share whatever situation may be going on with them. And we may be in a spot where it really, really do help someone. And that's my whole intention, that, we're gonna keep doing these type of discussions and talk, because somebody out there needs to hear that they are not alone on a healing journey. Somebody out there needs to hear that they are validated, that they don't have to walk alone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there need to know that I hear you, sis. I hear you, bro. I've been there, and I felt like nobody cared about what I was going through, and nobody understood what I was going through. Instead of giving me love and support, I got judgment. I got ridiculed. I got scrutinized. I got talked about. This is some of the things that people say, you know what I'm saying, in their head. So I know that it's a need for it, right? I know that. I don't take that lightly. And you just never know what day somebody's going to tap in with you, who is right there at the brink where they're about to give up, and they just so happen to swipe across and come across your platform, and you could be the reason or the person why they decided to stop and pause and give you a listen, because something may you have said drew them in and helped them in that particular moment at that right time, you know what I'm saying, when they needed it. So that's why I think it's really important. I know it sounds redundant and it sounds cliche and everybody's talking about it, but everybody's not drawn to everybody's energy, and everybody's not going to share and open up and pour out to everybody. That's just the truth of the matter, right? That's just not going to happen. So what you guys think about that? Hi, Dylan. My glasses are dirty. Hi, Dylan. What's going on? Welcome, Dylan. Make sure you guys tap the screen when you come in. Show your girl some love. Thumbs the video up, please. You know how all of that YouTube stuff works. So make sure, guys, if you coming in and be so gracious and so nice to thumb up the video. If anything has been said thus far that you're like, okay, I see what she's saying. Thumbs up the video if you coming in just for a second. Thumb it up. Like the video. Somebody you know may need to hear what we're saying and may need a community or a tribe that they're looking for that they can, connect and align with. And subscribe to the channel. Help your girl out. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow over here. We're, trying to build a community of authentic people, that are genuine and that really care about what's going on with people, and just trying to be that place, that landing place where people can come and connect with other like-minded people. That's what it's all about. And not just that all of these topics going to be, I don't think they doom and gloom, but just so what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. That was the first time since I've done these type of video in a while that someone had tapped in, and I really felt that they was being sincere about, expressing themselves, through the chat, that they was really needing help, and they really felt alone, and they was, really excited they came across, the platform. Excuse me. So that's why I wanted to continue this with this subject topic, because evidently she's going through some type of healing situation, and at that time she needed the support, and she needed someone to just hear her express herself, and she needed to, say what she said on yesterday. So that's why I know it's imperative, it's important, and it's not happenstance that people pop in and pop out, to hear what you're saying and what's going on. Because Christina was a prime example to me, for this platform, that there are people out there that are hurting. You can just turn on the TV or click on any platform on YouTube or any other social platform, and there are dozens and dozens of people that are talking or lending their voice to people that are hurting. You can go any place or come across any stranger, and if you give them a listening ear, they'll tell you their whole life story. So I know it's imperative, and I know that it's useful, and I know that it's needed, because there was a prime example yesterday, right? So guys, if you are coming in for the first time, please thumbs up the video coming in. Please, please, please. Double tap the screen if you're coming in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, so I think I put in the chat, uh, if you guys are on your healing journey, what are some things that you are coping with, or that you're dealing with, or you're struggling with, that you want, some help in or some advice with? If you got anything that you want to share, or you need some advice with something, or someone that may need some help or some advice, especially when it's so hard to trust people, and it's so hard to find, genuine people that means you well, and that's not trying to get anything from you, that's not asking anything of you, that's really just putting themselves out there in a public to help you, with your situation. So you guys drop in the chat if anything that you want to talk about that's going on with you. If it's not too personal, that you may need some advice with or some help with, or you just want to vent about something that's going on your journey, or if you feel alone on your journey, if you want to share that, or do you have trust issue and trusting people and talking about your issues, and what you may be experiencing on your healing journey. So whatever you want to talk about that you think is related to the thumbnail or to the topic, go ahead and drop it in the chat, and let's talk about it. So yeah, guys. So I wanted to do this, but I'm not gonna hold you guys really long. I wanted to drop this thumbnail and this title out to you, and I wanted to open up dialogue for anyone that was needing the advice, or that was needing the help, and they wanted to share something important, or they want to talk about something maybe they are experiencing on their healing journey, and they wanted a place to be able to talk about it and to share. So if you guys got anything that you want to share or talk about, let's go ahead and let's get to talking. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on, and what, if any, tools and techniques or suggestions that we can give you to help you on your journey. So yeah. So thank you again, guys, for sharing your time and your energy. Thank you so much. I don't take it lightly. Gratitude to you all. Thank you, Beauty, for dropping in momentarily. Amon, thank you. Don't forget, guys, if you're coming in, thumbs up the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Share with somebody that you come across that you think it may benefit. So yeah, guys, but with that being said, if we don't have any more, you need the advice. What advice do I need, Amon? What advice do I need, Amon? You want to elaborate on what advice you think I need, Amon? But with that being said, guys, I do take this very, very seriously. The the platform and the channel, and what we're trying to institute, and what we're trying to get across to other people, what we're trying to convey and to share with people. So I ask you guys to be respectful if you're coming in. To be respectful. But if it's not the conversation for you, it is totally understandable. It's not for everybody. Every day is not going to be for everybody, and it's totally, okay and understandable. But I do just ask, because of the type of energy that I display, or the type of energy that I have over here. If you just can be respectful, but if it's not resonating with you, it's just not resonating with you today. Come back another time when it may resonate with you, or something more on the line that you want to talk about. That is totally okay and totally cool. But guys, again, if you're coming in, or if you're watching on a playback, please give the video a thumbs up. Please join the community, or join or subscribe if you haven't already. Like and share with somebody. If you have anything that you want to say in the chat, go ahead and leave respectfully. Leave it in comments, or anything that you have to say in the chat. If you want to reach out and ask a question, you can always DM me, or you can drop your question in the email. The email is in this description. You can do it that way if you don't want to have all of your personal business and information out there in these YouTube streets, which is totally understandable. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to be able. I hope so, Amon. That's my whole intention. I hope I can help someone. That's my whole intention for doing this. I've done so many things in the community, and hosting my own outlet, my own outlet can reach out to other people, with dealing with young girls, or in the women prison here in my city. So I put together a lot of events, or spoken at places, especially with women that are dealing with healing and trauma issue. Girls dealing with self esteem issues, self identity issue, or just, just going through life, being a young person, trying to figure out who they are, trying to find their self-identity, trying to learn who they are, trying to understand who they are. You know what I'm saying? So just being that voice and being an ear for, being a voice for people to hear you, and being a listening ear as well. Just giving people, an opportunity to come to a community or come to a space where they are feeling heard, and they are feeling understood, and they are feeling validated, and they leave here knowing that, someone genuinely cared about them, and that, that they know that they are somebody, that they're not defined by the opinion of other people. And you don't have to answer to anything other than what your name is. You don't have to, um, you don't need the approval of other people. You don't need, want somebody to validate you, to, give you permission to be your own beautiful self, or to be your own authentic self. You know what I mean? You don't need anyone else to validate who you are as a person, as a human being. And that's one of the things on this healing journey that I had to learn. And that's one of the things that I wanted to, express, with young women and young men that are on a healing journey, that you don't need all these things outside of yourself. Everything that you need and everything that you acquire is already inside of you. And sometimes we just look to others. Because we don't know who we are as a person. We don't know, we haven't tapped into our higher self. So we haven't come comfortable with trusting our instinct, with trusting our gut feeling, with trusting, whatever I believe about myself to be true. It's okay, that I don't have to go to anybody to say it's okay for you to, do this or to do that. That you really trust and believe in yourself. And I know that comes with growing. I know that comes with, with life experience. But so much and for so long we have been taught that we need the validation and we need the approval of others to be anything and to do anything. And I'm here to tell you that that's not so. And that's one of the reasons why I thought it was really important to show up for women. I show up for women that are on a healing journey because I've been there. I show up for women on a healing journey because I know what it feels like to not have a voice. I show up for women who are still on a healing journey because I know what it feels like to be isolated, to feel like you're alone, to feel like you're unheard, to feel like, no one understands you. I understand. I show up for women on the healing journey because I know what it feels like to be ready to throw in the towel, to, you know what I'm saying, to give up, to want to cave in and to quit, and just to say, the hell with all of this. I've been there in that place. So that's why I keep showing up for women. That's why I keep making myself available. That's why I keep having a listening ear. And I periodically would do these type of video. So when someone come across it and they need to tap in, or they're looking for someone to align with, they would consider, hey, maybe this is a place for me, to tap into, to see what they talking about, get to know what the platform is all about, and maybe there's something you can resonate with. So I understand that. That's why I show up. No, I disagree with that. Among when someone have angry issue, you have to deal with it. No, not necessarily. You don't have to deal with anything you don't want to deal with. I don't have to deal with someone who has anger issue. If you have anger issue, you need to reach out to someone to help you try to figure out what those anger issues is all about, and maybe try to get into some type of counseling, or to find someone that you can talk to about this. So no, I don't agree that you have to accept people anger issue, because for one thing, I set the standard for what type of energy that I want in my space, right? I set the tone, and I say what's important to me in my space and in my, what type of energy you're bringing into my space. So, no, I have to disagree that you have to accept people anger issue. No, you do not have to accept people anger issue. If they have anger issues and they're not able to deal with it themselves, then there's plenty of outlets or resources, that they can go to get help, or to help them to navigate through whatever those changes are that they're going through or they're having, or things of that nature. So no, you don't have to allow any type of bad energy in your space that you don't want there. You just don't have to do that. So that's just my opinion about that, Armand. So, guys, with that being said, we've been on for 46 minutes. I was hoping, to have more of a dialogue, but I think we've said enough to get someone some tools and techniques, and just to show the encouragement to someone who needs it, who may come across the video and play it on a playback, to understand the reason why I keep showing up for women who are hurting is because at the end of the day, I have been there. I have felt voiceless. I have felt helpless. I have felt isolated. I have felt alone. I have felt unheard. So for any person out there who are having any of those type of feeling, is any of those things resonate with you, that's why I keep showing up for women that are hurting on a healing journey. Because if you just reach one person to know and to understand that you are not alone, that you are somebody, and that you are not what everybody else say that you are, so yeah, that's why I keep showing up for women who are hurting, because I've been there and I know how it feels. And I don't want anyone who are in that space, that unhealthy space, to feel like they don't have any outlet, or they don't have anyone that they can trust to go to listen to them, to uplift them, to motivate them, to empower them, to encourage them, or just to be a listening ear. So with that being said, that's why I keep showing up. That's the thumbnail, that's the title. That's why I keep showing up, because eventually this video is going to come across that one person who is going to be there at the right time, at the right particular time and moment, to help pull them out of a situation that they thought or felt that they were in alone. And they come across this video, they can get a sense of someone who has been in the same place that they are, who has been, who has felt unloved, unheard, unappreciated, and all of that stuff. So with that being said, guys, I hope something that was said or something that was shared to help you on your journey today. I hope something that was said to encourage you, to uplift you, and to motivate you. So yeah, guys, be sure to thumbs up the video, to double tap the screen if you don't mind, to subscribe to the channel if anything has been said that resonate with you, that has encouraged you, or that has helped you just a little bit on your journey today. So I hope that you guys have a awesome rest of your day. And remember, guys, to always protect your energy. We're living life. This is Goddess of Color, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, family, peace and love.